A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. As we begin today, greetings, traders. It is I, Abdul Shabazz, and this is some real change stock options trading journey. And today, February the 15th. What a day today is going to be. A jam-packed, fun-filled, exciting trading day. Grateful for you guys that are in attendance. You could be anywhere, but you have chosen to be here with us as we trade the market. We only trade one ticker here in this group, and that is sufficient for us. We trade the S&P 500, ticker commonly known as the SPY. Setting up my charts, giving you guys a little bit behind the scenes as I set these charts up. The usual suspects are entering the building. Dr. J's in the building. Big Money Lance is in the building as well. And the rest of the team will be showing up as usual. And I'd like to give a thank you and a shout out to those of you who watch the recap later. You are equally as important. See right now that the market is trading below 500, trading at the 499.4 area. Won't be long before we get this party started. I myself used a total of 6 screens, 7 maybe. A couple of them are repetitive. This one have different things on them. Brian is in the building. Let's go. Exactly what we're looking to do, Brian. And in little more than 1 minute, we will be underway. Taking our time, seeing what we can see. We'll come to the big screen. No need to add pre-market right now. Well, I can. Let's do that. So we have yesterday's run up into the close of the 498. We then had the stock come up to 500 post the pre-market, but from there it has fallen down to 499. So I do want to hold up pre-market for now on the chart. start off taking a look at what's going on the daily, guys. On the daily, the stock is gapping up. Okay? Let's keep a note that for the week, the stock is red on the week. However, it is under attack by the bulls. The bulls are trying to squeeze the very life out of the bears. There is a certain point in this where we want to join the bulls, or more so join the bears in their covering, which is our correct terminology. We want to join the bears in their covering if that happens. For right now, I like that area at the 501. So we will wait and see what happens. But this has been nothing but. Brian is in the building. Aaron, let's go. Aaron, I get in a call for fun of it 1 minute before the close, just one contract. And you are doing wonderfully as the market closed at 498 and is right now at 499. Nice call. Just keep in mind the levels. But if you're looking at it as a lotto ticket, then hold on to it. All depends on how you view it. Also, at the same time, I want to acknowledge, okay, this resistance at the 500 area, Aaron, which is also why I also wanted to show this pre-market. But being that you're so up, you have the ability to potentially withstand a pullback. But as long as you see that it's green for the day, I would continue to hold. I wouldn't even consider getting out of that position unless we have a move from green to red on the daily. That would mean that the bears have now ignited and they are now not trying to give up this weekly candle. So just keep that in mind as well. Congratulations though, teammate. Awesome. He said that was my exact milestone. That is awesome, buddy, that we are thinking the same way. It shows that we are understanding what the market is telling us. That's all. Well, let us enjoy the show that is being put on. Let's back up and look at it in a larger perspective so we can begin to formulate thoughts and ideas. I could almost eliminate pre-market as long as we understood that this is resistance here at the 500. There's If we can understand that, guys, and I can eliminate all of this. So this is what it's really looking like. And our teammate Aaron got in a call here yesterday. Yeah, let me come over just a little bit. I wanted to show these bears that are sitting right below the 501 area, that are hanging in this area. Very important that we acknowledge where certain strength is. So we clearly want to understand that there is resistance above that could be used as liquidity. Absolutely. we're definitely in a controlled buying algo. I want to show you my algos over here. This is that controlled buying that we were in. This is also that area where our teammate took that call yesterday as it broke over resistance and broke into, okay, this blue algo, which is still a buying algo, but it's still following in a very strong buying gold algo. So regardless of the ebb and flows, the market is still grinding up as of now. Getting outside of this would allow me to look at things a little differently. But for right now, this is a potential put coming for a scalp. There's a potential scalp play coming right here with the break of VWAP. But I would like to see the break of VWAP, the close below it, and us get closer towards pre-market low. Now we are putting in a lower high with this move. We are putting in a lower high with this move. Again, I want to wait for the candle to close. That will let us know for certain what's going on. But remember, the first 5 minutes, very volatile. The first 15 minutes can trick you. So that's why we like to wait to at least 10 o'clock to allow the market a chance to form. Once the market forms, then it's a lot easier for us to find areas of strength and areas of weakness. There's that scalp put that I told you guys about that was there. That was coming with the break of VWAP. It's just too early for me to take the trade. I do not trade before 10 o'clock. It's within that 15 minutes when I said you can be tricked. 9:45, which automatically makes me want to go ahead and thank our sponsors today, T-shirts for traders. What else could be more befitting? Greed keeps you in, pain takes you out. $27. Now, let me ask you this for those who have received their shirts. Put it in the text. How is the quality of the shirt, guys? Aaron, who got in the shirt? Prince, I think, has got one. I don't know if Brian got one. Guys, let me know. $27. And tell me about the quality of that shirt. Greed keeps you in. Pain takes you out. Very true word. Aaron said the quality is great. Awesome. Awesome. Appreciate that. So definitely relay that to them with gratitude that they are putting out a great product. Aha. Early bears are getting squeezed. Early bears are getting squeezed. Because why? They got the confirmation, but what? They did not get the continuation. And that's like some real secret sauce. We're going to have to do something about that, guys. Because like for real. Who's with me? Who really understands this safety mechanism we have discovered with our entries, especially trading options, where we simply cannot afford a flip-flop in the option chain price because the stock itself, is wicking. Waiting for that continuation candle has saved me personally from getting in a lot of trades. And on the trades, when I didn't do it, I can identify that's why I lost. It wasn't my idea about the trade. It was I got in too early. I allowed price trading in my area to lure me into the trade. I even allowed price closing in my area to lure me into the trade because I've been waiting for the shot. And then when she finally approaches, I get so excited and I shoot off a little early. But when I wait for that continuation, not only is it a very tranquil trade, but it's a very easy, peaceful, very relaxing, profit-getting candle that could lead to some runners, but definitely that 5 minute is going to be lovely. So again, and I'm gonna have to add that too, make that adjustment in the playbook, in the description, that it's not just that confirmation candle. In a lot of setups, we need that continuation candle. And want to identify what those setups are. Awesome. Brian, you might be looking for a place to add, huh? Aaron, you might be looking for a place to add, huh? Because you could very possibly well add to that call today. Very possibly. Very possibly. We get above pre-market high, we know is very heavy bearish area, but those bears might start getting tested. There is a lot of liquidity above that area and above this resistance at the 5012 would flip the chart, will flip the candle on the weekly from red to green, causing more bear coverage. This might be an area where you might want to add, being that you're already in the position. Alrighty, just bought the 501 February 20th expiration. Okay. Well, that's definitely a safe bet. 501 to the February 20th. That's definitely a safe one there, buddy. Jeesh. You know what I mean? I will have to, gain a little bit more knowledge about the further expiration dates and the benefits of them, even if the market does dip. I know you don't really panic, because you've given yourself such a long time until that option expires. Thank you, Jay Powell, for being here. We appreciate you and welcome you, and thank you. All thoughts, plans that you might have, things that you might see, is absolutely welcomed. Every comment is read out. My voice is heard, but we are a team. So if you see anything, please let us know. For a quick brief explanation for those of you who might also be new, in the bottom right I have the weekly chart. In the top right I have the daily chart. In the middle I have the 5-minute up close. Underneath that I have the 30-minute chart. To the left I have the 5-day 5-minute chart to check key areas of support. And now I currently also put up the Heikin-Ashi chart. I used to have the handy dandy line chart. I still do, but I just don't show it. I keep it off to the side. Very interesting as we get close to the 10 o'clock hour. If you look at the 30-minute chart, which is what we love to do, look at multiple time frames, you will see that that is appearing to turn into a shooting star that will be at the top of an uptrend. That is a play straight out of the playbook. So I'm very excited for the 10 o'clock candle. Give me 1 second. Yes, I will. Give me 1 second. Can you explain that setup? Yes, I will. I'm just cutting on my execution computer right now. When I used to execute my trades, so in the event I miss this, I will be looking at a 500 put. A 500 put is the gun that will be using. A 500 put is what I have chosen as my weapon of choice if the opportunity presents itself. All right, I am set up here. Ready to go just in case. All right. The setup and this is going to be on a much larger time frame. It's called a shooting star, which is a bearish reversal signal. And it is based off of this reversal signal that we create a trade off of. Brian said it's on the 15 and the 30 minute as well. Let's take a look at that. Yeah. But on a 15 is not textbook. It's not textbook. Continuation setup is once we have determined an area that we would like to take the trade in, that once the market reaches that area, just because it has reached that area, we don't automatically jump in. We wait for the next following 5-minute candle in 80% of the cases. There are sometimes when being in that area, depending upon where the market is falling from, you just simply need to get in. But 80% of the time, you want to wait for, let's say, for example, I'll give you a great example right here with this thing that just happened here. Let's say that there were some people who wanted to take a put right here because they noticed this overhead resistance. They noticed the bulls cannot get the price above 510, not closing, okay? And they're starting to notice, okay, that we were putting in a lower low. Okay, I'm gonna show you where you can see that at clearly. You can see it clearly right here. We put in a lower low. Okay, so it was very easy for people to think, especially with this break of the V, that the market was going to continue possibly to go lower. Okay, especially when you had this big rejection and a second close below VWAP. Now, this might be the area, that's what I'm talking about. This might be the area that you might say, okay, I want to take this put in because it's going to go lower. But because this is the area, you wouldn't get in the trade here. You wouldn't get in the trade until the next candle was red and turned red and stayed red and started trading below the bottom of this wick. That would be your continuation candle. So a close below VWAP could be your confirmation, but you wouldn't enter until there was a continuation, meaning another candle in the same direction that you want to go in. So even if you wanted to take a call right here and you say, you know what, with a close above VWAP, this has a very strong bullish sentiment, because it then put pressure on these bears to start covering. So it's 2.5 minutes left on this candle, which is a lot of time. So you might say, you know what, if this closes above VWAP, I'm getting in. Okay, what we do, we would wait for the next candle after it closed above VWAP to see if this candle was also continuing with the price going up, continuing with the bulls buying, continuing to be green. It could go up a little bit, come down, but once you see that the price is clearly trading above the high of this candle here, that would be an entry, because that would be a continuation candle, meaning the second candle after your confirmation to let you know that it's going in the direction that you desire. Awesome. I hope you got that. Oh, if you didn't, let me know, and will do my best to re-explain it, but I hope you got it. I hope I can show it to you. I hope I can show it to you even better. But right now, okay, there is no trade, because the market is between pre-market high and pre-market low. So until the market breaks out and make a decision and on the direction that it wants to go in, we just have to be patient. About $1.25 difference between pre-market high and pre-market low. We're talking about a ticker that, you know, can move $4, $3, $4, $5 a day. So there's plenty more room left today to trade. But we needed to break out of this consolidation, literally, that it is in right now. Furthermore, to show you the proof of the consolidation, look at your daily candle. A very small candle on the daily. Very small. And in fact, you can see where the bears have really been emphasizing and putting down their pressure as far as rejecting higher prices. The bulls came out of the gate, but the bears rejected those higher prices and have been beating them down. Will the bulls come back in and fight the bears to regain the higher prices? Or will they give up and take a little profit, causing the stock to go from green to red, causing all of these early bulls to cover? And when these bulls have to cover, that means selling. Selling will cause the price to go lower, where we will jump on as their price goes lower and become bears when the bulls get in trouble. Right now, it is just simply upon us to watch and observe. There is no trade. I repeat, there is no trades at all right now, except for the one that you're already in. And when I say there's no trade, meaning there's no defined risk area for you to make a trade off of. This is in the middle of the trade, the middle of the charts. And we don't take trades in the middle of the charts. We take trades with setups out of resistance, out of support, and we take trades out of demand, out of supply. We don't take trades in the middle of the chart.
Bluetooth disconnected.
Oh, and guys, thank you for hitting the like button also. I don't charge anything on this channel. I don't charge anything for my services. You know, I feel we can get our money from the market. Enough people out there, you know, charging people who really shouldn't be charging people. So I'm not a guru. You know, I don't even feel I have the right even really is sometimes to voice my opinion. But I just wanted to, you know, document my journey. And along the way, I've ran into, you know, you guys, and we've developed a team, and we have the same passion and the same drive and the same goal. And we're helping each other along the way as we all individually are on our own separate journey. So collectively, we're stronger together. So I do ask you to hit the like button, as I don't know what that does, but it does, I guess, tell YouTube that people like it. They put it in front of more people, and then when I get monetized, then I get money from YouTube, you know, just for putting out good content. So I'd rather get the money from YouTube than charge people for the very little that I know, you know. So I just ask for likes and good vibes. That's all. Positive vibes only. Great ideas. You know. Again, we see another rejection at the 500.3. So there is rejection at 3 yet again. Now, this is something we might want to take a note of. How the rejection is still early, a lot of time still left in this candle. No need to get too excited, as we've seen this before with this huge bearish move, only for the bulls to bring it right back up. So again, no need to get too excited. No need to get too excited. I do see a potential put on the horizon. I'm looking at the mini algos for today. See if I can't get these up here on the chart. So this is the controlled buying algo that we are in right now. So being that we are in a controlled buying algo, to start off with puts, I will not even consider entertaining a put until we broke this algo, broke through demand, as well as +2 deviation, which would make my area of interest the 499.3 area. So it is at this area that I will place an alarm to alert me if price starts trading at this area. Two things can happen. Price could continue causing all of the daily bulls to flush, or they could come back and buy back in and treat this area as support. So I will look for a potential setup only when that happens, and depending upon how she comes down, if she comes down. Right now we have a very bullish day. Green on the daily, green on the 30-minute, green on the 5-minute chart. But even though it's green, until we get past the 501.4, bears could use these bulls as liquidity and squeeze them back down. Will it happen? No one knows. We just have to watch, wait, and see. So we know there is room. And again, we're still in between pre-market high and pre-market low. Here's an example, Jay. We have a teammate who's already in a call. He was already in a call from yesterday. And he's been adding to his position. Well, with the close of with a candle close above, okay, pre-market high, that would be a great indication of a bullish move. But so many times even as we've seen here, you can get trading outside the algo, but it's only to suck you in. There are a lot of false breakouts. False breakouts is some of the most favorite patterns by professionals, because us novice and amateurs, we think that that false breakout is an indicator of a reversal or indicator of a trend, and a lot of times it's not, which is why you see a lot of big wicks outside of the algo when it comes down to a bottom of it. People who've been too early, they get caught. It's happening right now. As price was trading on the outside of it, as price was trading above it, early bulls just got caught. Which is why I drew this up here to show you that what we will look for, number one, would be a close in our area, not price just trading above it. But we go one step further. We just don't want to see that close. We want to see that next candle be the same green candle. That's what we want to see. That lets us know, Bam. That's that confirmation, continuation. And the whole key is we have to, and we're all going to say this together because the whole team knows this. I really was getting myself on this the other week though. Let the candle close. We have to let the candle close. Absolutely. Because if you don't, you can get tricked. Perhaps. This is an example where a novice would think that, oh man, it's outside the algo, it's breaking out. Where the novice jumps in it, like I was just telling you. And can you imagine what just happened to his option price? Can you imagine what just happened to his option price? The very same thing I talked about. You got a real live example right now, Jay Powell Jr. Teammate Jay Powell Jr. Which is why we wait for that confirmation and continuation. Because if you just go off the price action trading in that area, as I stated, most novices think that this is the one, so they jump in. The pros love it, only to snag them right back down and pull them back into the algo. It can still very well continue up, but we were looking for a close and then a continuation. If you do anything before that, you fall a victim to the sharks out there, and you better not get too comfortable. Please don't get too comfortable. Stay on your guard. You see that? We got the close now. We got the close. We did get the close above the zone, but we're waiting for confirmation. But now, guess what? Being that we had a fake out wick that went all the way to the 554, you have to wait to there to safely get in. You have to now wait to there. You still can only enjoy 5 minutes of the move, but that's where you will wait. Anything before that, you're shark food. That's the confirmation, but we did not get the continuation. No trade. We all remain safe. We're not being fooled. We see us hanging around the top of the algo. We see us hanging around, but it's not giving us anything we need to safely make or take a trade. Stand on our toes. We're not getting too comfortable. Oh, we done figured them out now. We done figured the algos out. We just wait for a clear setup. That's all. Just waiting for a clear setup. Something that makes a little bit of sense. I'll tell you what though, 2 shooting stars on the 30-minute chart. Here's another example, guys, of what we say. Whenever you short above VWAP, you have to cover above VWAP. Shout out Val, shout out Alex, because VWAP acts as support. And whenever the stock price is trading above VWAP, it has a tendency to have more of a bullish sentiment. When the price is under VWAP, it has more of a bearish sentiment. Now, even if you see a bearish move, a bearish opportunity, if the price is above VWAP, treat it as a scalp and a scalp only. Love her, leave her alone. One night stand. As soon as she touches VWAP, you have to leave. Wait for the close below VWAP and then the continuation if you want to get back in. If you do not get out immediately at VWAP, 85% of the time, you will go on a roller coaster ride like these bears are on right now who didn't know when to get off. Not only that, imagine the move by the bulls. Using these early bears as liquidity. Get ready, Aaron, for another move up. Get ready, Aaron, to watch your money increase. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. While we are safely here on the sideline. Safely here on the sidelines. Guys, we are up against the best minds, the most well-equipped, the most financially strapped, formidable opponents that we will ever face in this market. We can't take these guys lightly. We have to be serious with understanding what's going on. We want to show the market that we are very formidable opponents. We're going to take our time to understand exactly what you're doing. Algos, human traders, bots, it doesn't matter. Once you hit that buy or sell button, you leave a mark on this chart. And these candles mean something. When we put that together with certain criteria that has to be met. Remember I told you, Aaron, to watch that money get ready to go up. I told you your money was on its way up. I said, so watch your count. Your count gonna go a couple more ticks up, buddy. Yes, sir. Head into that pressure zone. Let me show you again. Pull, look to the left. Look to the left. There it is. That pressure zone. You are in the pressure zone. See this? Let me go ahead and line this up. This is why it's so important for us to look left and see what's going on. This is why the bears have to fight. If they don't fight here at this level, they have to start covering. Sorry, I'm having right finger malfunction problems. Okay, there it is. Bam. Did it line up perfectly with it? Every time. Look at that. Every time. every time. I want to change this area of resistance now. Because this is it. This is the area that the bears have to defend. Remember when I highlighted this, guys? I highlighted this earlier to show you guys that there was bear strength in this area. I highlighted it, but I didn't draw the line to go across. So I apologize for that. I know. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. I forgot to draw the line across. However, she's still acting within the algos, so we're still okay. That's just more confirmation of multiple things lining up together. But we now can understand that line in the sand. So it's a fight going on that even more emphasizes that if the bears don't hold this line, they're going to have to start covering, and that'll take us to the 5013 and then possibly beyond. Being that there is heavy bearish presence here, the bears do have the power to potentially squeeze all of these morning bulls. But the only area that I feel that these morning bulls will give up at is beneath the 499.3. That's where I want to be. I want to be waiting there to take a shot where I put my alarm at. I don't give financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't give signals because I don't charge money. I'm just a teammate, and I call out what I see the same way my teammates call out what they see. When it comes to trading, use your own decision when taking the trade. Less than 1 minute left on this 5-minute candle, and the next candle will also be our 30-minute candle. Can we get a close outside of the algo? Can we get a continuation down to the area where I would like to put my money in? Who knows? No one does. No one knows what the market will do. But I know I will not be fooled by any of this action until the candle closes. Full of it. Lance said this channel has been full of 20-cent scalps ups and downs. Yes, it has. Yes, it has, Lance. I have not been in a position to want to call those out to the group. I'd much rather put us in a safe boat because yes, it's been 20-cent grabs, but it has been some very rapid and rocky waters. Some very rapid and rocky waters. And which is why I've put these up here on the screen to help guide us a little bit and show us where safety zones are. We have this box here that I've drawn, which is representing intraday demand. And you see the stock came right down to it, touched it, and then is now bouncing and trading away from it, letting us know this is a valid area of bullish strength. And safety for puts is underneath it, hence why I have this alarm here. But we are on guard because it could go down any minute, at any moment. But once we get underneath that 499.3, To me, this is the safest money on the board this morning for put. As we will have multiple things lining up at that time. She will be red on the daily chart, red on the 30-minute chart. This is where discipline comes in. This is where discipline comes in. This is the difference. This is the difference between us and everybody else. The discipline to not even think about taking this trade right now. I mean, give it up for yourself. I'd rather miss a trade than be too early. I'd rather miss a trade than be too early. Little less than 2 minutes on this candle. Everyone's excited. Everyone's is at their gun. Everybody got their gun in their hand. Cocked. Looking down the scope. Waiting. Oh, wait. Come on, get in this. Come on, hit into our scope. I dare you. That's what we saying, right? Come on, get in this scope. That's what we're saying. Time left. I got time left on the clock. Woo! Give it up for discipline. Looking at the clock. 30 seconds. Oh, discipline. If we don't trade today, we just took a win. We just took a win by staying safe. That's what we mean when we talk about confirmation and then continuation. Woo-wee! Without it, we do not trade. We just don't do it. We still at the helm though. I will reset the alarm. The alarm is reset. It's a lot of time in this 5-minute candle. Going to continue to be patient as demand is holding up. How about we turn around and start putting our mind on the other way and looking at the fact that demand is demanding our attention. Demand is demanding our attention. Yes, she did. Dr. J said she went right down, touched that 499. Yes, she did. And bounced right off of it. Because that was the tipping point. Where we wanted to get in at is the tipping point. So that's even more validation that we were correct. Because it was at that same level where they knew they had to defend down to their molar teeth. We can't not acknowledge. That there's quite a bit of liquidity. Quite a bit of liquidity to be grabbed by the bulls coming right out of demand. Like it who like it, don't like it who don't like it. It doesn't change a thing. A lot of liquidity to be grabbed. We like taking trades out of demand. We like taking trades out of supply. We like taking trades out of support. We like taking trades out of resistance. Maybe hammer time, Brian is saying. Who knows? A lot of time still left on the clock as we're at +2 deviation. And she's doing what she's supposed to do at +2 deviation. I don't want to change the algo just yet because I feel, like I said, this could be a trap by the bulls and bring us right back into this buying algo. We will see. We will see. There is liquidity here at the 499.7. There is liquidity grab here at the 499.7. So with the stock price closing above it and then having a continuation candle, will start the bears to covering. We will have a pause at VWAP, but we're so close to it, a possible blow through VWAP, an easy up as she was potentially down. We have to acknowledge it because it is on the horizon. Looking at a 499 call. I repeat, I'm looking at a 499 call with less than 10 seconds left on this candle. Again, which is why we wait. Now she still might go, but there is that pause at VWAP. VWAP is always your first profit-taking area. So you have to ask yourself, is the risk to reward worth it where you might want to enter the trade at? Here, we were looking for a close at or above VWAP and then a continuation candle above it, causing these bears to be triggered and squeezed, and it still might happen. Especially being that the candle started out red, there are bears in this very candle that can be squeezed that could possibly start and ignite that move. Will it happen? No one knows. Right now, VWAP is acting as resistance, and the bears are reinforcing their position and attempting to squeeze these 5-minute bulls here. Very interesting price action going on right now. Very interesting. Aha, exactly. Look at them. We're ready on both sides. The five. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let me close my lid.
Bluetooth disconnected.
I almost fat fingered myself. I got both guns in my hand. I had to put the safeties on. Back at demand. Demand is again. Look at what the bulls are doing at demand. It's hard. I kind of want to take a call out of here. Look at this. Look at the bulls. They are buying up all lower prices. They're buying it up. They're buying up the lower prices, and we're getting higher lows. Higher lows. You got to respect demand. Demand is demanding that you respect demand right now. And this is a retest of demand. There are a lot of bears in this candle that can be squeezed if this price gets above VWAP. But again, I'm going to sit back and relax and wait for A plus setup. I understand what's going on, but that gives me the ability to choose and select which pitch I will swing at. Having the ability to identify the pitch is a blessing, because it then gives you the ability to decide what you choose to swing at. It's a battle going on for the daily candle as well. And what does a smart person do when they see two bullies fight? Stand aside. And if you need something to do right now, you can hit the like button. I've noticed it's about 4 of you who haven't. I'm sorry I haven't got us any money yet. But I would hope you would appreciate staying safe just as equal, if not more. Remember, this is not a game about winning. This is a game about being the best loser. This is a game where the best loser wins. It's not about how much you make. It's about how small are your losses. So whenever you have the ability not to take a loss, because you can avoid a trap that is equally as valuable, I would think, for a like button hit. And because of the possibility of that trap, I have left up this controlled buying algo. Because either the bulls are setting up the bears, or the bears are going to try to squeeze the bulls. Either way it goes, it's going to be very interesting. Very interesting. There's that call out of demand, man. I've really been feeling it, yo. I really have. I really have. I really have. There's another competing algo right here. Color can I make this? See, there's two competing algo. There's a selling algo too. I'm gonna show you. I want to identify real quick. I'm trying to break out of this selling algo with a continuation. this is what will cause these bears to cover, breaking out of this selling algo back into this buying algo. I left up the buying algo, but I want to show you the selling algo as well. The bears are really, really fighting today because, again, the bears have the weak. So you can look at this as the bears shorting all pops. The bears could be shorting the pops because remember, guys, girls, teammates, the bears have this weak. Yes, there are bulls in bear skin. Yes, there are bulls hiding and fighting, but the bears have this weak. And they could use this move as the bulls to create more liquidity to push these guys down very easily. As we see right back into this algo that they're fighting for. Again, above all, I hope you guys are getting an education. If you're looking for signals, this is not the channel for you. If you're looking to piggyback off of trades, this is not the channel for you. There are plenty gurus out there who will love to take your money and give you signals of buying and selling signals. Here, we are educating ourselves on the movement and the psychology and the sentiment of the market. Understanding how the algos flow, identifying strength, identifying weakness, in areas where either might cover is where we want to be for some safe money. That is how we trade. We're not bulls, we're not bears. We're hunters, we're gatherers, we're snipers. We observe the bullies when they fight. We see who's strong. Say, hey, where would he be weak at? We see the bears have the weak, but the bulls are strong for today. Where would they be weak at? Old chap. They'll be weak underneath the 499.3, old chap. And it is here, only here, where I will strike at the bulls. I notice their only weakness is below this area. Anything above that, you can get caught in a bullish horn as bulls strike upwards when they attack. What about the bears? Yes, the bears are strong for the weak. But where in today could the bears be weak at, old chap? Well, I've identified that area being above the 500.5 area. It is here that these daily bears will have to turn into bulls and cover. So here's where I will also like to set an alarm. And it is only in these two areas that I'm interested in. Are we building a right shoulder? I don't see it. If someone else sees it, please point it out, but I don't see a right shoulder. at all in this. I see we were once in an uptrend, and now it appears that we are trying to downtrend. That's what I see. Looking at the 30-minute chart as well, showing the struggles between the bulls and the bears. Big wicks, big tails. You see it. Let's talk about it on the 30-minute chart. A whole nother chart. Green charts, green candles, but these are bears hiding in bull clothing. These are bears. Okay. This big wick, this big tail down here. These are bulls. These are bulls. These are bears. The bulls have the strength, and they are pressing the bears to try to squeeze the bears, break them out of the selling algo back into this buying algo. That is the plan. You can clearly see, even on the 30-minute chart, there is no trade. There could have been one potentially, because we had a shooting star, but the market opened above it and not below it, invalidating it. We got trading beneath it, but it was already invalidated when the market opened here, and it was further proven with the action that is going on right now. Going back to the 5-minute, you can see us clearly attempting to break out of the selling algo to get back into this buying algo. So again, simply what that means is there's no trade for us. There's no clear structure. There's no clear point of weakness. There's no one in trouble. And if there's no one in trouble and you take a trade, that means you are in trouble. We've identified the areas for the bears. Bear covering is above 500.5. Bull covering is below 499.3. Both alarms have been set. The algos have been identified. We have done our job. The only thing we can do now is wait to see if the stock price comes into our area where we may take a clean shot. That's it. That area is here. That area is here. These are the only two areas where I will be taking a trade myself. As our teammate has noted, there are a lot of 20-cent scalps available all throughout here. But it's a rough road out there. If you decide to swim in those waters, please be safe. Not financial advice, but I've identified the areas where I will be using my money. And I'm sharing that information with my teammates. A real rodeo. You don't look much like a cowboy to me. Not with my money, I'm not. See if we got any news coming up here. I am in Virginia, Hampton Roads, Virginia, home of NOB, Naval Station Norfolk, home of Langley, home of NASA, home of everything that the enemy will probably want to hit. So I don't even know why I live here. The largest naval base is here. Everything else is here. ATL. I'm in Atlanta quite a bit. Next time I come, we would definitely have to do a meetup. I have a lot of family in Atlanta. My brother has a restaurant there called Spanky's Chicken and Seafood Restaurant. Spanky's Chicken and Seafood Lounge. He's the hardest working man. Seafood, soul food. Check him out. Shout out to my brother, Spanky. And let me tell you how he got the name Spanky. Because he was always getting his ass whooped. He was always getting in trouble. Always getting a whooping. And then the fellas was in the hood was like, you know, man, you get so many whippings, we just gonna start calling you Spanky. They just start calling him Spanky. Let me give him a shout out real quick. It's him right here, Spanky. 2504 Candler Road in Decatur, where it's greater. That's what he say. You know, of course, we from Chicago. And he got these fried turkey ribs with mild sauce. I don't know how he did it, but he got these fried turkey ribs. This him right here. This him right here. Oh, he got the volume on. I don't know how he put the volume on. He's talking about these turkey ribs. He's talking about these fried turkey ribs. You know, the best soul food and seafood in Atlanta. That's fake. And this is me. Some real change. This is also where when you get your t-shirts, you go ahead and send me a message with your shirt, and we will send that over to T-Shirts for Traders. Get it posted up. You can include your face if you want to. If not, you can just do a shirt shot. Either way, we appreciate you. But that is how you can reach out to us. Oh, okay, yeah, that'd be nice, man. Let them know, let them know we sent you over there. That'd be awesome. Yes, sir. Well, we've reached the 10 o'clock hour. And I want to thank you guys for tuning in with me as we do this every day, Monday through Friday, here on Some Real Change Stock Options Trading Journey. We've identified the algos. We've identified the weakness for the bulls, identified the weakness for the bears. It is only in those two areas that I myself will be taking a trade. We've also identified the traps that have been set by both. There's nothing else for us to do today but set alarms and wait for those alarms to hit. You don't want to look at the charts too long, because if you stare at the charts too long, you might begin to see something that's not really there. Save your mental capital. Save your financial capital. Save your ammo. Wait for your alarm to go off. Then once your alarm goes off, look for a continuation move indicating that you are the third man out of the plane. We don't want to be the first man out of the plane. He could very well miss his target. We don't want to be the second man out of the plane. He could very well fall into enemy hands. We want to be the third man out of the plane, ensuring that we have a very safe landing to our profit destination. Guys, thank you for tuning in. I look forward to joining you again tomorrow as we do this from 9:25 to 11 o'clock. And sometimes we go a little bit beyond that. But right now, we are in a lull, and there's no reason of holding on any longer. I want to identify even more so. So we do have intraday support demand and supply. I will identify it real quick just for further guidance and helpfulness. Show everybody where resistance is clearly. Well, get my attention now, don't we? Just when you thought I was about to get off, huh?
Bluetooth connected.
Got my attention now, don't ya? Have my attention now. 15 seconds left. 15 seconds left. 15 seconds left. Got my attention. As we are back into that selling algo. Got my attention. Come on. Come on. You got my attention. You got my attention. You wanted it. You got my attention. You got my attention. Sucker. You got my attention. As we have now just turned red on the day. Feeling very confident. Feeling very confident that I have a very tight stop as well as a very reasonable profit taking area. We don't take trades because we know what the outcome of the trade is going to be. We take trades because they meet a certain set of criteria that we have. When that criteria is met, then we take the trade and we protect ourselves with very tight risk. We do absolutely no holding and hoping. We do not make any decisions while the trade is open because you're using a different part of your brain when you do. When you came up with your plan ahead of time, you were using a different side of your brain, your very reasonable side. You were using reason. You were using knowledge. You were using different factors to come up with your reasoning. Once you get in a trade, your mind then shifts from that to fight or flight mode. So any decision you make during the trade is being made from the fight or flight part of your brain. As you can see me being very patient here, using the knowledge part of my brain to take these profits. As I'm starting to piggy pick and piggy pinch. Just want a little taste. I just want a little taste. And I'm gonna get it right here. Just give me a little taste. Should have had that. Should have had the order already ready down here. But it's okay, it's coming back to me. We got some time left in this 5-minute candle. Dr. J got some nice profits on that. Should have had it already ready, but it's okay. Should have had it already ready. Should have had it ready already. Yes, sir. Pretty work, Lance. Pretty work, Dr. J. And that's how we do it. We got that trade and then we waited for that confirmation. We already had a very clear profit taking area of the 498.8. And that's how it's done in that 5-minute candle. So it was absolutely worth the wait. So I'm glad I was able to hold on and wait with you all. Take that trade with you all as we rode to the bank on that trade. This is what we do here. We take our time. We identify the areas of the safe trades. We wait for it to happen. When it comes, we execute. This is Abdul Shabazz. This is some real change stock options trading journey. Thank you for trading with us today. Plenty room in the car as we ride to the bank. We look forward to doing this again with you tomorrow, guys. Bye for now.